Alright, so here we are with another mission, Tikonov Part 3 of the Kestral Lancers, and it's House Davion versus House Leo. I'm the mercenary helping out Davion. Marshal Jackson Davion, Kestral Lancers, I have an important announcement. Last night, we received word that Pavel Ridzik has abandoned Tikonov. The 6th, 7th, and 8th Crucis attempted to capture him, but bad weather prevented the aerospace wings from being able to pursue Ridzik's dropship as he fled the system. Across Tikonov, coordinated resistance to the invasion is beginning to break apart. Remaining CCAF units are fleeing into the wilderness, unable to get their dropships now that we have firm control over Tikhonov's spaceports. The capital of Tikograd is in talks with the AFFS command to negotiate terms of surrender for the city and many of the major civilian populations centers on Tikonov. We are hoping that they will help us broker the surrender for the remaining CCAF forces now trapped on Tikonov. But until that time, the trapped CCAF forces remain a threat while the Blitzkrieg worked at the disruption their defenses and taking firm control of the system's spaceports. It also allowed for a large number of Confederation forces to withdraw into the wilderness, where they will undoubtedly regroup in Masse. Thanks to the efforts of the 7th Crucis and their liberation of the head earthworks limited facilities in Tigograd, we were able to identify the hidden earthworks mech production facility deep in the Kazan Mountains range, less than 600 clicks south of the current position. Our liaison with the Ministry of Information, Intelligence, and Operations believes that we will be where the CCF guerrillas will make an attempt to regroup their forces. As the closest unit stationed near the hidden facility, command wants the Kestral Lancers to move against the installation and capture it before the CCF are allowed to fortify their position and resupply. Taking this facility should cut the legs from the remaining Confederation forces in system, so be sure to bring the biggest mechs you can muster in time for the fight. We will be moving against the facility shortly. Finish the fight strong, Lancers. Okay, so here we go. Mission type is campaign, battle area 1 kilometer, duration 1 day, Tourmaline Desert, late afternoon. Is 1 kilometer right? Anyway, CCF forces are regrouping in a hidden earthworks limited production facility in Kazan mountain range. Command has charged the Kestral Lancers with capturing the facility and clearing out the hostile Liao forces in an area. Be sure to use your time to prep the biggest, toughest mechs you can field in the operation date. The CCF forces will be treated this as their final stand. 1 kilometer? Anyway, okay. I don't think that's right. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna start repairing all my mechs here. A little bit of flash forward, fast forwarding going on here. Post recording. Repair, repair, repair. Getting ready for my mission. And then we get to our Battle Master, my favorite mech right now. Alright, so. Oh, we got a little issue here. I can't repair everything I want in the time, so I'm gonna have to select what I want to repair, I guess. Trying to remember how to do this. It's revert. There we go. so I figure my left arm, my right arm, my center torso, and my head are the most important things to get repaired, so that's what I went for. And that was the most important part of the mechs to repair, so started that, and we queue it. 8 days, so just in the right time. Oh, okay, what was I thinking? See, this is what happens when you pre-record things and then try to do add an audio, you kind of forget what you're doing. So yeah, okay, anyway. Time to start this mission up. Max my C-bills and salvage, and 2 damage coverage. Alright, so let's see. Everybody looks like they're ready. Let's get this going. This is gonna be a fun mission, everybody.
The capital of Tikonov has surrendered. Strategic Director Pavel Ridzik has fled this system, and the primary earthworks manufacturing facilities in Tikonov have fallen under our control. But the fight is not over. Davion Intelligence has tracked the remaining Liao defenders to a hidden earthworks mech assembly plant and storage facility close to our forward operating base. Our mission is to finish the fight. Eliminate all Liao defenders and secure the earthworks production site. Kestral Lancers, advance!
Commander, the entire 2nd Crucis is on deck for this mission. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Support our allies and clear the field. There is no telling what we'll encounter once we reach the targeted facility.
So as you can see, the back of my mech says slow ride.
Moving to your sector,
That's
Commander.
kind of basically what I was talking about in my previous video. These pirate raider paint themes, like slow ride and other kind of funny things. Anyway, we're in a tourmaline type of planet here. This one has black crystals.
Armored vehicle spotted.
But I don't think that really matters. We're fighting some tanks right now.
Another one.
Who cares about the crystals?
Target acquired.
Look, tire tracks.
Target destroyed.
Yeah!
I think we can figure out where they're heading if we follow those tire tracks.
Target destroyed.
So yeah, a couple of videos back I had another mission where there was red tourmalines. This one's black tourmalines, but I guess they're so blended into the terrain you can't even see them. Little tiny ones all scattered around the floor of the terrain, I guess. But this planet has some kind of like ancient wreckage going on, or some kind of old age wreckage from like ships that fell to the planet and stuff. Rusted up and everything. So this place has seen some action for a while. I like looking around my...
Marshal Davion,
Oh, here
we
we
have
go.
made contact with Liao defenders screening the base. We're engaging now. We've made it to the outer perimeter, encountering large amounts of static defenses. I've identified the turret's control center, marking it on the HUD now. If there is anyone with jump capabilities, we may be able to silence those turrets all at once.
So like,
Forming on the commander.
I don't think any of my mechs have jump capabilities, but we were supposed to jump up to that that turret battery up there. But at the same time, it wasn't much of a problem for us anyway, so, I mean, we all have medium and heavy mechs pretty much.
New target
Threat is
indicated.
damaged.
Take out all mercenary forces.
It's the mechs that we were more concerned with, really. And I mean, we had other Lance mate friendlies helping us out too, so it was no big deal, really. I think one of them was an Atlas, actually.
Clear that splash target! It's about to go critical!
Target acquired.
So, first objective, take care of the mechs. I don't care about turrets or anything else. I mean, if they get in your, if the turrets and stuff get in your way, you shoot them, but otherwise, you just focus on the mechs. I can make pretty quick work of them with my Battlemaster mech, to be honest. Look at all those lasers. Look at all those lasers.
We have breached the facility's perimeter. IFF readings indicate additional hostiles both inside and outside the facility.
Commander Mason, you will secure the interior. Do your best to preserve as much of the facility as possible. A working mech production facility is much too valuable to destroy. All remaining Lancers, fan out and secure the exterior of this facility. Make sure no Liao forces escape.
Alright, so this is where it gets a bit hairy, because your Lance mates are stupid, and they crash into things stupidly, and they don't really think about it. And you're trying to preserve the objective, but your Lance mates don't know how to preserve the objective. And they get in your way like that. So I feel like I'm always doing most of the work, to be honest. Like here, I'll do most of the damage to the enemies, and you people can finish them off. I got like 5 other mechs helping me out here, and I'm doing most of the freaking damage. I can't really reach the battery up there, but it's basically a big structure, building, or something. So I gotta find a position where I can actually take it out. Nobody has jump jets. Nobody brought their jump jets. Damn it!
Marshal Davion, we have neutralized the turrets. Your forces are free to approach.
Gotta crumble through some sheds or whatever they were. Some kind of machine shed.
Blimey, those are cataphracts. One of the first new battle mech designs in centuries.
Cataphracts.
Yes, between the Raven and the Cataphract, House Liao has been the only great house other than House Steiner to produce brand new mech designs since the start of the Succession Wars. Even with it being mostly cobbled together by recycling components from other mechs, it's still an impressive battle mech, which is why it is imperative that we minimize the damage to this facility.
So this is a unique kind of mission because you're walking through big, huge factories in a mech. You can imagine how huge these factories are to fit a mech inside them. It's like... It's Star Wars level stuff, basically, I guess.
We're moving in behind you, Commander.
slow riders heading up the hill. This is my battle master.
Meeting target 20.
I don't know, the terrain, to me this terrain is a little boring compared to some other missions, but it's okay, I guess. It's nice to be having unique missions every time.
Amazing, Commander. Nice kill. That's even going critical.
And the more DLC you get, the more terrain varieties you get. So if you get all the DLC, you get all the different terrain varieties. So it's nice to have everything.
Trespassing on Earthworks limited private property. Go from this facility immediately or face the consequences.
I am Marshal Jackson Davion of the 2nd Crucis Lancers. In the name of First Prince Hans Davion and the Federated Sons, we are here to commandeer this facility. Stand down and surrender, and no further harm will come to you or your people.
This is some pretty tight quarters combat. It gets a little messy.
Commander, clear out the remaining enemy forces as fast as you can. They will most likely attempt to sabotage the facility rather than see it fall into our hands.
But that's why we're in Mech. Look, I mean, they basically crash through the walls and ceilings and everything. I still haven't figured out what those machines are with those swirly light thingies. Some kind of power source, I guess? A battery? I don't know. Oh, surprise attack. Crash through the wall. Boom. I feel like I'm doing most of the damage, no matter what. Does anybody else feel this way?
Destroyed.
This guy kind of stupids out. I remember this. He forgets what he's doing. He just kind of stands there stupidly. Look, watch. He doesn't even, he's just like, where is everybody? I'm hiding, nobody can see me. And, like, I mean, I finished him off pretty quickly. And
Functional condition. Check your fire in these tight quarters and eliminate any enemies you encounter ASAP.
I mean, what was he trying to do? Hide behind there?
The joke reactor is about to explode.
He didn't even try to turn and attack me most of the time.
Production line seems to have an automated mech repair base handy. Make use of them while you can, Commander. No telling what we will face deeper into this facility.
Time to repair my mech a little bit.
Destroyed.
It's really just outer armor damage, so, but I mean, it's worth it.
System offline.
Because you don't want those parts starting to turn yellow and stuff. Like that guy. And I was wondering why nobody else was repairing. They just kind of stand there not knowing what they're doing.
Moving into formation, Commander.
I think that was Blackjack. Anyway. wasn't part of my lance, it was part of another lance.
Target.
And we get a couple locusts running around. These are fast little guys, but they're easy targets at the same time.
Target acquired.
I think that was an autocannon. I can't tell. That looked like an autocannon to me. So a locust with the autocannon must be an AC-5.
Target acquired.
I don't know.
Target destroyed.
Pistols down.
Alright, so at this point, I think I'm starting to realize that the rest of my lance and friendlies don't really know what's going on up there. They're kind of stuck up in the top of the map.
Formation, Commander.
They're just kind of standing up there, not following me right now. So I decide to turn around and go gather them again.
Navigating to rendezvous.
It's something to do with the map design of this place, I guess. They just kind of get stupid and lost in it. Because everything's so tight quartered. But, see, I'm shaking my head like, what the heck were they thinking?
Being on the Commander.
But this is pretty much getting close to the end of the mission, and it looks like somebody crashed into something explosive back there. See, we're at 69%. We saved a little over 50% of the place. Thanks to my stupid lance mates. It's like, let's just crash through everything.
Multiple mech reactor activations in your vicinity, Commander. Watch yourself.
Okay, this is where the action gets a little intense for a very short time.
Moving to intercept.
PPCs. Something about the PPCs in this version of Mechwarrior. They're not quite as powerful as they were in previous games, as far as I know. They just kind of add distortion.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
So, that's it. We finished.
My security forces have been depleted. On behalf of Earthworks Limited, I formally surrender myself and all my staff into your custody. All Earthworks forces, I order you to stand down. Your lives are not worth this fight.
So I'm not...
On behalf of the Federated Sons, I accept your surrender. All Crucis Lancer forces, stand down. Mission accomplished. Tikonov is ours.
I mean, some of the voice acting in this is a little irritating to me because it's hard to hear what they're saying. But here we go, I finished the mission. So, that's a plus. Anyway. We've got some salvage to look at here. These are two new things that I've never seen in the game before because I'm fairly a couple months into this. So, active probe and countermeasure. I thought about getting both of these because I had no idea what they were. You never know if you need them for something. So I got the active probe and the countermeasure. And looks like my Warhammer got the most damage. Got a yellow shoulder there. But damage was pretty low on cost, at least. Okay, so like mission accomplished. Lancers, Tikonov is officially ours. Crucis Lancers Command has accepted the surrender of Tikograd and the major population centers around the planet. While pockets of the resistance still exist, they currently do not possess the number or the coordination to be considered a major threat. The, the 8th Crucis will be indefinitely posted on the assignment here to administrate the transfer of power to the Federation Sons. From there, they will task with the tracking down of remaining resistance fighters and secure to permanent hold on the entire Tikonov system. As for the rest of the Crucis Lancers, all Mechwarriors and combat personnel have been granted a month's worth of leave for R&R. All command and technician personnel will remain focused on repair and refitting our equipment for the next assignment. In a month's time, the Crucis Lancers will be breaking apart into individual regiments for the next phase of Operation Rat. Commander, while the enlisted personnel are on leave, I'll need you to prepare your company for the next target. Be sure to use the months to retool any battlefield salvage, upgrade weapons, and prep your forces in anticipation for the next fight. With the Crucis Lancers dividing up into invade multiple targets, prepare your forces to shoulder the heavier direct combat operations. But don't neglect speed and utility, as will need to remain flexible and may have need for higher mobility operations depending on what is thrown at us. On one vital item, the liberation of the Earthworks Mechs factory in Tikograd and Kazan have yielded a large surplus of near complete mechs. Our techs were able to complete the construction of a number of cataphracts that were on the verge of being operational. When we conquered the facilities, these mechs will be distributed to all Crucis Lancers battalions to replenish our forces lost in the campaign. Commander, your unit will be gifted the fresh cataphract as a combat bonus for liberation of the Kazad facility. You're free to use it as you see fit. Once we ship out, we will brief the battalion on our next objective. For now, get some rest while you can. Be sure to collect any company provisions from the market while we are still together, and take this opportunity to perform any repairs and refit your mechs and equipment before we deploy our next assignment. So we got 300,000 C-bills extra, 300 reputation, a cataphract with looks like 4 medium lasers, a PPC, and an autocannon 10, all tier 1. Needs some upgrades, I'd say, but it's something. We got an extended range PPC. That's nice. That's something that's good right there. And it's tier 3 too. And an autocannon 10 burst fire, tier 3 with some ammo. So, not too bad. So, anyway, I got a couple salvages here from the last 2 missions. 3 salvage total: Vindicator, Quick Draw, and Centaurian. Not sure if I'm going to keep or sell them.